Good morning, art buddies. I'm still fussing around with something. I lost power for a little bit and then we had to reboot. So that looks like it's all straightened itself out. But if I disappear quickly, you'll know what's happened. It's still snowing here. So Candy popped in. I'm not sure if she's still here. So good morning to Candy. And there's our Joyce. She's glad she doesn't have snow. And Peggy, I'm sure she's very wintry white. And there's Linda and possibly Tim. I don't know if Tim's there. Good morning. I have this little printer and I wanted to print out a couple of wintry pictures. Hey, Terry, good morning. And I'm trying to get a frame around this one, but you know what? I'm not going to fuss any longer with it. I'm just going to go ahead and print it because I want to put them in my little berzine. Some of you are familiar with. There's Jacqueline. Good morning, sweetie. Murray's had some of us doing a zine, and I just thought this idea was clever because I'm sure a lot of us have made zines, but I never thought to attach them together, you know? So I don't know if that was Murray's idea or she saw it somewhere, but I thought it was genius. And so I opted to add a month. So, and you know, this is why I don't do a monthly daily journal because Joyce, Joyce, I've been wanting to message you, but every time I remember to do it, it's either real late or super early. And I love my Santa Claus. He's out by my comfy chair. We don't have many decorations up this year, and he's just hanging. And now there's another package. Joyce. Oh my goodness. And I received this little printer as a gift this year for Christmas, but I didn't ask the gifter if it was okay to share it. So I'm new to this. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is different. I had a surprise visit yesterday from my daughter and granddaughter, and they came to give us a hand because my husband is, well, you know, he's supposed to be immobile, but he's not really. He's got this little knee scooter. He's scooting all around the house. He's doing all kinds of stuff. He's doing great, ladies. He's just doing great. And I can only attribute that to the grace of God. And I call him Scooter. I'm not sure he appreciates that, but he is. Oh, Joyce, you're so sweet. He's just been doing great. But the girls came over, just not my grandson or son-in-law, which was fine. The girls came over and they did some laundry because Alma doesn't move too well. So Colleen baked two cookie sheets worth of chocolate chip cookies, and they did all kinds of stuff to help us out. Plus their company, we had some lunch. You know, my granddaughter and I were fussing around. We just had a lovely afternoon together. Really, it was just so wonderful. So, but my desk you can see is a mess, and I'm trying to work on some stuff. And I just feel like I love doing this bloom kind of pages. Oh, you do, Peggy? It's a little one? Really, Terry? I mean, he goes too fast for me. We have a small home, but it's all open. It's, you know, you walk in the front door and you can see back all the way back. Well, not all the way. It's a small house. We only have 1,400 square feet, but you can see straight through the kitchen to the sliders that lead out to my my craft area. And so it's not a big place, but he just goes sailing, and then he makes a turn. Well, we don't have any sound effects, so I guess that's good. I'm just so afraid he's going to fall over, but he already fell over right when he came home. When I didn't even realize it, and he got himself up. But he's very agile, and he's not overweight, so that certainly helps. So he's really doing great. Oh, really, Joyce? That sounds interesting. All right, so I'm just going to get started. We'll see if a few more folks might drizzle in. I need to turn this off. So let's get back here, and I should probably turn my sound down. Yeah, so my family had scheduled today to have a cookie day, which we all gather at my sister Nancy's house and bake cookies. We really only bake one kind, and then we decorate them. The kids love it. Our kids love it, and our grandkids now love it. But unbeknownst to most of us, my sister was going to share with us today that it was going to be her last time to host it, which is kind of sad because it's been a tradition. But we're all getting older, and it's just really hard. It's a lot of work, and it's exhausting. So it's time for our children to take over if they want to continue the tradition. So that's the story there. So I thought, well, I'll just come on and today, instead of I was thinking I might just sleep, but now I'm wide awake, and here I am. So let's just get busy doing a little something. So if you need me to see something in particular that's important, if you can put it in caps, that'd be great because it's easier for me to spot. If I don't respond, I'm not ignoring you. Please put it in a second time. That would be great. And I'll try to catch it. Generally, my chat doesn't move too fast, which is, a good thing. And usually I can catch most stuff, I think. Anyway, so Mary left it up to us to really kind of put our zines together as we like. I was just trying to move some of this debris out of your eye. Oh, I've been looking all over for this. It's been on my desk. Da, 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 da. I was going to say, oh, there's Cynthia. Good morning, Cynthia. I'm heading to watch on the big TV. That makes me nervous. Time for the next generation to take over for sure. I forgot all about it. I was going to, I think there's supposed to be something I can do that's Christmassy I better not mess around with it. I was going to open up by singing, oh, the weather outside is frightful. But then I forgot all about it because I was fussing around with my printer. Anyway, so this is my zine. I did not connect my pages into my cover. And I like it. I'm really glad that I didn't. I'm going to cap this up. And so, so I can take my book out actually and work on it. Now I put my zines together too soon because we did months, and I think Mary started it October, but I did it September. Okay, and I have a lot of blank pages because I'm terrible at keeping up with this. So my granddaughter and I did a page yesterday. I'm not going to show you that because I know my daughter and my son-in-law would not like me to show their pictures on the interweb. And so I am going to respect their wishes and not show that. But she had a great time doing that with me. And then, I don't know, I dated some of those pages. So I'm going to, and I did we did a 2-page spread for yesterday. Today's the 14th, so I have to leave a page so I'll leave 2 pages for the 13th. Wait a minute. What day did they were here? Oh, shit. Oh, so that was the 13th. All right, so I'm here. So if you put your pages, if you decide to do something like this and build your zine and put your pages together into like several months or put several zines together, I would recommend you work on the zine individually. And then as you complete your zines, then glue them together or latch them together. Did Kellyanne come in? Hey, Cal. So I made my zines and I put mine together with little strips of fabric, which you could do. You could overlap pages and put them together that way. You could use paper and put them together. So there's a variety of ways. Hey, Ange. In an hour? Oh, Ange, that's so exciting. Have a great time. Ange and Dana are meeting up at the Mexican restaurant. How exciting is that? So yeah, you can see I used some of Jacqueline's dyed paper. You can use whatever kind of paper you want. So I just love the idea of hooking them together. Isn't it cool? But I hooked mine together too early. So this is the hard part. When you want to work on it, see that you got this big gap down here. So it's kind of not fun to work on it that way. So I have been trying to get something. Of course, that's too tall. I need something to put underneath so it's level. Do you know what I mean? Now I just moved my mouse and he opened something else up. I don't know. I think my mouse has a mind of its own. I'm just going to sit on there. So all I'm really going to do today is put in these winter pictures of my backyard. That I printed off on my little printer. Now, I might do a little stamping as well. Now, the other pictures we've been taking kind of turned out a little better than this one. And maybe it's just because, well, they look okay, right? So I put a little frame around this one. Now, this paper, it's sticker paper. So I'm just going to stick these on here. And this one I decided to just put December 2025 on it. And that's just going to go here. No great shakes, but I thought a really cute Christmas light bulb stamp that I think is right here in my drawer. How about it? I knew where something was. Do. Love this little thing. So I'm going to stamp some of those around, I think, once I get my pictures on. And we'll see if there's any ink in this pad. So I said to my granddaughter, I want to print out some of my other, good morning, Gail, some other pictures from one of my trips to Europe with my son, when just my son and I went, because I bought a journal to put those pictures in. And I said to her, I know it's over here somewhere. I thought by my windows. So she's a little tiny skinny thing. She's 10 years old and she's about that wide. So she was shimmying her little body in between all my stuff. And is it here, Mama? Is it here? I'm like, what does it look like? So I gave her a reference point because we had gifted her. No, I guess it was just for me. Gifted her. Boy, she was a lot better at pulling this apart than I am. Oh, it is, Gail? Yeah, we got more than we thought we were going to get. It's still coming down here. It's starting to slow up a little bit. There, I got it. Of course, our neighbor across the street, he's such a nice man. And he's such a great neighbor. And he offered to shovel for us. But he's got a bad back. And He's like 75, you know, I mean, none of us are young here. This is a 55 plus community. And we just didn't want to see him doing that. I know he feels good to do it, but at some point it's just like, you know. So we hired someone to do ours. And, but he had asked my husband, you know, can I get to your snow blower? But we knew Ron was going to be out of commission for the winter weather. So he just buried it in the garage. You just really can't get to it, you know. That's okay, Gail. Dad's on his own schedule, and that's fine. All right, let's drop this one down over here. So I'm not going to do much to this. I'm just going to add some little stamps, I think, for this little. I love these. I have two of these. This one's a light bulb, and somewhere I have one on like a big dowel like this. That's a holly leaf. That one I don't know where that is. That's somewhere in a can, I think. And so I'm not going to fuss around trying to find that one. But when it shows up, I'm going to put it with this one so I know where they both are. But they are really nice little stamps. They make a really good little impression. And they're so easy to use because you got this nice big little like dowel to use as a handle. So I'm just going to put a couple of these around. I could do different color inks, but I think I'm just going to not fuss too terribly with it and I just want to make sure I know which way my light bulb is facing. See, I think they're cute. Now I could come back and color these in too, right? I don't know that I'm going to spend time today doing that, but and then down here, I'm going to make them look like hopefully a string of lights. We're going to connect them. I should color them in. They're so stinking cute to me. So we were out in this, Charlotte and I were out in this room fussing around with something, and it was getting towards time for her and her mom to leave. And she said, let's find. Oh, is this a brand name? Peggy, I just figured because I bought this secondhand. I just thought this, whoever had it before me, her name was Judith. Really? Peggy, you just never fail to amaze me with the stuff you know, really. Um, anyway, so Charlotte said, come on, let's find something else to do. So we don't have to leave. That made my day. I said, honey, it's going to start snowing. We don't know when. You got to get home. She said, no, we'll just stay over. Oh, so what a blessing. What a blessing yesterday was for us. Maybe these lights should just travel down this way. See, isn't it just darling? I just love this little tiny stamp. I don't think I have any color pencils here. I'm sure I have markers. Oh, I know one thing I could do. I could do the Wink of Stella on the little twisty part of the. Let's see. Well, let me find first a now this might be a challenge. Let's see. All right, I got it. I've got my Sharpie pen, not marker, pen. And so I'm just going to make a little wiggle line, put a little twist in it here and there. I kind of came really close to that picture. Now you might have a stamp that's bigger, that's kind of like this. You could do the same thing, you know, or a stencil. These two, let's just do a little twist. Whoop. That can go off onto that page, and that can go up there. This will go this way. We'll just connect these. And then I'm going to connect these. And just like that, I've got a double spread in my zine. There's that circus song. All right, let's see. What do I have right here that I could quickly... Well, that's red. Let's see what this looks like. I think I have some wool sitting here with a fabric, of course, sitting here. I think I have a Posca right here. This is clear. I don't think I want to do that. I have a bunch of red, and oh, here's green. Oh, we could just do red and green. Those might work. And I've got all my Winter Stellas here. I think that's the silver, which that could work. Oh, we'll just... All right, so I'm going to put this back, and this won't take that long. Hey, Connie, good morning. Old link for stamps. Thank you, Peggy. I would love to have more like that, really, truly. Just what I need, more stamps. Now this you're probably not gonna, I'm not gonna see my lines of my light bulb once it's dry, but I'm okay with that. I didn't connect that very well. We got a light bulb that's kind of going, floating into nowhere. Let's see, let's rehook that. Let's just do a little loop-de-doo. Oh, that even looks better. There's another one. Ooh. All right, so let's see if either of these work. I'd much rather use color pencil, but I've got those all out in the front room. Adorbs. I just love them. Adorbs. I'm going every other. Every other. Okay. Let's see if I can get this screen to, oh yeah. So what's everybody else up to? I know not everybody is probably having snow. But I think quite a few of us might be having snow. I'm going to let those dry a little bit. All right, let's see how I'm going to do this side. I guess I'll stay with the plan. Do red and green. I was thinking about doing them both one color, but oh, I did my pushed my paint pen too far. And now I've got a blob. I've got a blob. Let's see if I can. Nope, I ruined it. Made it too fat. You're having fluffies? So this light bulb's going to be a little misshapen. No, not too bad. All right, so then let's start over here. See, this is the fiddly part with it, the fat, the rest of the book being so chubby and fat and having a flat surface to work on. So our dog will be 2 years old in January 3rd. And we got her when she was, a puppy. Puppy. She's still a puppy, but, she was only a couple months old when we got her. However old they are when they can let them go. And we really didn't have any snow, I don't think, last year. Certainly not like we have this morning. And she's pretty smart, but really didn't have any snow. So my husband was up. Oh, look, I'm doing them all green and I'm talking and I'm not. Oh, well, what a dope. All right, so I'll just do them all red. Jeez. Really, Peggy? Oh, I'll remember that now. Okay, cool. So she has no memory of snow. So if we had any, it was like a dusting, and certainly I don't remember, but not like this. So Ron got up earlier than me, and he took her out. I mean, see, he's doing so great on the scooter; it's just unbelievable. So he takes her out, and I get up, and he said, "I don't think she went this morning." He said she probably should go out again, and I said, "Oh," and so I'm thinking, "Oh gosh, I hope she's not sick." And then I thought, oh, well, maybe she can't get a scent or she doesn't know, what the snow's all about. So I took her out. Sure enough, she's all over the place, running back on our patio deck, which is now covered, which is wonderful because there's no snow there. And she's like she's afraid of it, and then she kept venturing out into the snow and then running back, but she still was not going to the bathroom. So our daughter and granddaughter, this is how great they are to us. They even picked up poop yesterday. Okay, I'm sorry, I keep talking about dog poop, but they picked up for us yesterday, which was wonderful. And so Jenny's out there smelling around, trying to, she's not really playing in the snow like our other dogs would flick it with their noses and all that jazz. She's just kind of running back like she's afraid of it. So our little pooper scooper tool was sitting right there. So I thought, well, let me see if I can move some so she can see the grass and smell the grass. And maybe, she'll be able to go. Well, that didn't work. So Ron went out to the garage and got this big broom, which he said, I don't know if you're going to be able to use that because it's heavy. Now I just lost the lid for my paint thing. I gotta get that because I don't want this to dry out. So I was going to go try, and it's real thick. It's, we got several inches and it's heavy. So I was going to go out and try to brush an area clear so she could go, and then all of a sudden she finally was able to go. Morning, Candy. So, but she has no idea what the snow's all about, Anywho. All right, so now I didn't do the silver on some of these, so I'm just doing a little bit of silver. I should have picked gold, but I did silver. And that's fine. I should really spatter this too, but I don't think I'm going to mess with that this morning. So if you just popped in, I'm working in my berzine, October, November, December, and I also added a September. I have a lot of blank pages, which I'm probably going to go back and work on. I have these little digital I bought with the little winter birds. I'm going to print some of those. I did print a couple and fussy cutted them out. So they've got to go in yet. But anywho, so that's my berzine. That's what I'm doing today. How you been, Candy? Are you hanging in? I'm gonna try this. I think it dries pretty quick. Yeah, so there we. Now that really didn't take long, and this is what Mary encouraged us to do pages and have it not take really long. Okay, so then I'm going to put this back in my cover. And I've got those clips there. I don't know why, but I'm going to ignore it. So that's that job done for today. Okay, so if you haven't made a zine and connected several together, I would encourage you to do that because it's really a fun idea. All right, so this is the journal my granddaughter and I spent some time trying to locate. Anyway, I was halfway through that story, so she had her little skinny body push through all my stuff, reaching all these containers and boxes, and we're looking, and she said, "Is this it? Is this it?" No. So she finally said to me, "Well, maybe it's in a different place." And I'm like, "I really thought it was over by the windows." And she said, "Well, could it be up here?" And she's looking at my desk straight on, like I'm sitting right here looking. I have shelves above me. And I said, "Well, honey, really, honestly, it could be anywhere." Okay. And she said, "I could get on the chair and look up there on that shelf." And sure enough, that's where it was. So Kel is sick. Kel, you're sick? Oh, Kelly Ann, I had no ideas, honey. I'm so sorry about that. And you didn't have heat? Oh, my goodness. So this is the book we were looking for. And so now I've got to go through and get all the pictures printed. And some of you will remember this story, but this was my son and I headed out to, he's in the hospital here, but this was just a few days before we were to leave for Europe back in 2021. And he did something crazy. He was trying to clean nose hairs out of his nose. Okay. And this is a tell-all channel. Okay. And instead of looking for and finding tweezers, he used a pair of pliers to pull hair out of his nose. Dum, dum, dum. Well, then he got infected. He got an infection. And it's like 4 days we're leaving for Europe. And he went to urgent care. And I know, right, Connie? And then now he's not, you can see he's not a kid. He's in his 30s, all right? I'm like, you did what? So he went to urgent care and they did give him an antibiotic. But he just wasn't comfortable with that. So he said, Mom, I'm going to go to the ER, see what they say. I said, all right. So he went to the ER, and then he called a little later and he said, yeah, I'm here. I said, okay, I'm coming over. Now, he had just started seeing a girl, so she was there, which was very nice of her. Um, so, of course, I'm in Jersey. He's in Pennsylvania. So I go flying over, and I mean, you can see he looks terrible. And I won't get in any details, but it was not good. So they finally take him back to look at him, and they call it the triangle of death or something, like between your eyebrows and then down through your nose. So they said, it's great that you're on the antibiotic, but we're going to admit you. And he's like, am I going to be released by the time I have to fly out of here? And the doctor said, well, we'll do the best we can. But they wanted to give him intravenous. They wanted to give him the antibiotic through the IV. Oh, Ange, I know exactly how you're feeling. And you know what, Ange? It's going to be just like you always knew each other. That's how I was with meeting Laura, Jersey Laura. And I was so nervous and I thought, what are we going to talk about? But you know what, sweetie? It's going to be the best time. The best time. Angie is meeting Dana Yates at the Mexican restaurant near Angie's house in less than an hour now. I guess Dana's traveling or whatever, and they made arrangements to meet up with Ange. So Ange and Dana are going to have a meal together, I guess lunch, and she's excited. I don't blame her. Yes, it'll be fabulous. You'll be so surprised, Ange. It'll be so great. Give her a hug for us, Ange. So that's our story. So I want to put all my pictures in here, but that, just add that to the list of projects that I want to do. I haven't really done anything else but maybe we'll do this Tuesday night or something. My book with my fibs are in that book. So I got to keep that near my desk so I can see and remember what I'm doing. Now, I've been fussing around. Oh, I wanted to show you my haul. So most of you know that I shop with Pearl Finds, and Debbie Ham and Pearl sell together. And then Debbie has a couple other gals that come on her channel and sell. And this gal's name is Martha. Her last name starts with an M. And I threw away the bag that came in, I think. And I'm sure you'll know who she is. I should have retrieved in the trash, but it's in the other room. So I thought I would just share this haul. I don't always do this, but I haven't. I took it out of the package. I have so much stuff coming for Christmas, I didn't even really pay attention. And then I thought, oh, well, maybe that's something good for me. And it was. I'm waiting for one more gift for my daughter to arrive. So I was thinking, well, maybe that was it. So this was a giveaway. How great is that? And I was fortunate enough to win. Look at this stuff. Maybe I'll do this. You're so good. Candy, you are a stitch. Don't miss an opportunity to jab her unkind brother. I hope somebody's driving you, Ange. She's in Tennessee. She's not too far down. But I don't think Ange drives, right? Right, Candy? I think she doesn't drive. So hopefully somebody's taking her. Her mom or her brother, maybe. Maybe I have that wrong, but I don't think Ange drives. So now this is cute how she did the top of her bag. And I think I can use that, right? We're not going to throw much away. She does not drive yet. So hopefully Hopefully her brother will step up and be a gentleman and take her. All right. Oh, look. See, some of this, this thinner lace is so cool, isn't it? I don't think I want to unwind this. It's probably, you can't, there you can see it a little bit. He has a funeral to go to. Mom is taking you and dropping you off. And then, oh, sweetie, that's good. Okay. No, I don't drive, but can walk there. I knew you could walk. Okay. Good job, Mom, on that one. All right. See, a lot of us take things for granted. Ange doesn't. Oh, look at my yucky nail. Look. How cute, right? I should scrub under those nails. Look at all this stuff. This is a fabulous giveaway. I don't think I realized. Now, I was watching Mary, one of Mary's videos, just a couple of days ago, I think. And she was opening a package she received from Jacqueline. And she kept, yeah, this was a giveaway. And she kept saying, are you sure this is my stuff? I don't remember this. I don't remember buying this. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this, though. I don't remember. But to be fair, Jacqueline will hold your order. So sometimes you order stuff and then it's a week or two later. And unless you're really conscientious and write everything down, which, hello, I'm not, who remembers? Now, this I ordered and shipped right away. I don't remember most of this stuff. Look how cool this is. I never saw anything like this. I should write down what I purchased from people and keep track, but I don't. There's just no way I would ever remember. Look, these are all little tiny flowers. See, I could cut these apart and use them individually. I might put some of these in my Christmas. And this is this is a different kind of an eyelet. I guess you'd still call it eyelet. There's no holes. It's like a dotted Swiss. Look how cool this is. So I don't know that Martha ever visits my channel, but I'll have to send her a little message. This is just beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right. I fixed Dana bag. Oh, I hope she will. She will. Laura and I exchanged goodie bags, and that was a fun thing to do for sure. All right, let's see what else I got in here. All right, so that is that. Now look at this little bundle. I don't even remember. Wow. She's got this all bundled together with more lace. Here she printed on fabric. More of that lace. She's got a little bulb pin. Okay, Gail. You have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Glad Dad's still able to call. Oh, you do, Ange? And you know what, Ange? I'll bet you Jacqueline sees this lace dyed. You guys are funny. So I've got this pretty blue. I should take it apart, but I don't know if I want to. Look. And these, I think these are fat quarters. I mean, this is pretty good. Maybe this one, well, this one might be a little bigger because of the way it's folded, but I think they're all fat quarters. Look at this cute little. I hope Kellyanne has gotten medicine. I didn't know she was sick. I've been off my game contacting people. Let's flip this over. I think this might have been a whole thing as well. But look how pretty this is. I got some bling. Can you see the bling? This is sheer. Oh gosh, guys, I want to take it apart, but yet I don't. Let's see. Oh, this is a pin. See, sometimes the bling I have like this doesn't have a pin on it. It's just the front piece and the pin is gone, you know? Oh gosh, I love stuff like that. Look, and she put another doily in here. That's a pretty good sized chunk. A chunk. Look at this. Oh, this is separate. Look how pretty. Look how she just, oh, that. Oh, Martha, this is just very, very lovely. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, man, and more lace. Wowzer. Wowzer, wowzer. Hi, Kim. I know this is pretty, right? No, you're not, Ange. I'm locking the door. I'm locking the door. Oh, look, there's another one. Look how pretty. Oh my goodness. See, like, where do they find stuff like this? I don't know. This feels like it might be a piece of sari, you know? And then this. And this. I have some of this somewhere, much smaller piece, but this is just so pretty. Oh boy, this is just yummy. All right, let's see. Oh, it's got a little sparkle to it. I don't know if mine had a sparkle. I'm going to try to put this back together. I don't know why, but I guess just because I can. I should just make it smaller because you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Hold on. Let me just fuss. I'm going to bend this way. I'm going to make these all smaller so then I can put it in a drawer. So it'll just be chubbier. This one I'm going to put here. Can't have those ends sticking out, can we? No, no, no. No, no, no. Candy, Candy, I'll let you in because I know you're not going to take it from me. We'll just have a visit. We'll just have a visit. Angie, she's bowl crazy. She's going to take my stuff. That little Ange. Little Ange. was thinking the other day when I got my Christmas card from Joyce and had this darling Santa Claus. I didn't bring him out because he's hanging by my. She crocheted a Santa Claus, or as Mary says, Santa Claus, which just kills me because that's how my grandmother would say it, Santa Claus. So fun. And I was thinking, I haven't really ever talked to Joyce. She's probably got a southern accent like Ange, like our sweet Ange, right? All right, so that might fit in a drawer for me. But look how I just love it. This is very, very nice. Look, it's still going to fall apart. I should pull this up. Anyway, it's all going to come apart anyway. It's going to come apart in the wash. No, I'm not going to wash it. I'm going to use it on a journal. I'm just going to sit it there. Okay, so then let me put this all back in this little bag. So yeah, so that's my little haul. What do you get out of this police record? Oh, and you are funny. All right, so now I'm just going to pop all this back in. This is just amazing. All right, some of this I'm going to leave out. You know what? This might be good to leave out because I'm working on a bloom, a Christmas bloom. Now, for those of you that don't know, I know I keep repeating myself, but sometimes my streams get, some views. So they're different people that they may not know or heard this, other times that I've said it. But Amity Bloom is a channel on YouTube, and she has an Etsy shop as well. And she's got digitals, and she's got, at times, washi tape. Not always. It's kind of hard to come by, actually. But her style is kind of like patchwork, is how I would describe it. And she takes a base page, like what we would call a folio, and she just starts gluing things on that she likes and builds her signatures from that. So this is one I worked on the other night. Look, I still have a white spot there. See, I totally missed that. But I'm starting with Jacqueline and I were on together. Gosh, what day is Sunday? So I guess it was Thursday morning we did it, not the other night. Yeah, what's that for a tuck spot? And Jacqueline was starting with blank paper and just gluing down chunks of other paper that she wanted on her page. I'm starting with printed papers. Now these printed papers are a digital kit from, and I put it in my description box, PrintscapeJourneys, I believe it is. And so it's a Victorian. Now see this one, my printer went crazy. It's a Victorian Christmas theme. The images are really lovely. And again, I'm printing on presentation paper. So it's got a little weight to it. So this side is the PrintscapeJourneys images. And then I sent them through the printer again. And this is Amity Bloom's images. So I'm starting with a base. So I'm approaching it in this particular project a little different. Generally, Naz, who is the girl's name, that's Amity Bloom. She just, I think for the most part, she might start with, say, like a ledger page or something like that. and then add things to it. So I'm starting with the vintage paper pages that I printed. Now this is a pocket. So, and then after she puts all her gets her bases done, she comes back and puts pockets and tuck spots and flip ups and, what do you call them? Tip outs and stuff like that. So I'm kind of skipping that one step. And so to some degree, I'm just adding stuff on. Like this guy printed sideways. So I just tore him and popped him on there. And now I'm going to need something here because I don't like the way that looks. And see, when my printer prints, unfortunately, thanks, Ange. I have it marked to bleed to the edge, but it's just not doing it. So I have this white edge. Now, in the past, I would trim that off. But Jacqueline suggested, why don't you just glue stuff over top of it, Then you've got your page size. Because all my pages end up different sizes and whatnot, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it just gets cumbersome trying to measure and get this page to match the other side, blah, 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 blah. So I think over here is some of Jacqueline's cheesecloth. I think I'm going to pin something like a little charm or something here. And this, of course, is popping off the top, but I think I'm going to leave it because I kind of like it. So I still have this to address. I did the back side. I think that's pretty good. See, I've got a little section here. So I might just get out some washi. I don't really have too much in the way of Christmas washi, which of course I didn't pull out. So some of the digitals I printed just one-sided so I could use them to glue down on top of things. Now, these are strips of Christmas fabric that I think I started to make. Oh yeah, that's a cool one. See, I'm putting some of this stuff on the carpet tape. Now I have the wide carpet tape, but I found that difficult because if I wanted to trim it to try to cut it, you have to cut it with a blade, and then your blade and your scissors, they get all sticky and just not nice. See, I really could put that there, couldn't I? And then I just spotted a couple of Angie's yo-yos. Seeing I can put buttons on there, so that's certainly an idea. Let's see what else I have handy. Now remember, when you use stuff like this in your book's just going to be chubby and not close right, okay? So I've got these other strips. I think I was probably preparing this for the lodge, but I think I'm going to use some of them here. So we'll see how that works. I've got a whole bunch of different ones here. Now, the one thing I don't like about this idea is, you tend to just come in a little bit and glue something down, which I don't want all my pages to look like that. So you can see over here on this side, to kind of combat that a little bit, I put this lace over top to kind of make it look layered. So I don't know if that really works, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. And I need a little piece of something there. So let's see. Now this I did as a little tuck spot. It's very little. It's glued down mostly, but I could tuck something in there. So maybe I could use a couple of these and just kind of strip it, like, layer it this way. This carpet tape is super, super sticky. Hey, there's Laura. Laura, I was just talking about you. See, I don't really want to cut this stuff because it really jacks up your scissors. But I might try to cut it with a blade. So I'm thinking I might layer this stuff here. And you know what? I might even lose that as a tuck spot. That might look okay that way. So I see, maybe I'll just trim off like that. So now look at this other thing I just purchased. I got 4. These were on, I don't know how I came about seeing them. These were, I got from Amazon. There were 4 in the package. And for when you want to trim out something inside of a page or whatever, or if you have it already in your book and your journal, this you can, be less fussy than like a big little, cutting board. So this one I want to be a little longer. I know, right? They're very cute. And I have just started using these. So let's just see. I don't want to use my scissors because I really gunked up scissors before, but I'm probably going to end up using scissors because it's hard to hold this and cut it because they're skinny. Oh, what else? What are skinnies? Oh, skinnies. All right, then this can be shorter. Maybe if I start in the middle and pull this way and flip it. So yeah, when I saw folks gluing fabrics and papers on carpet tape, it was always wider what I saw. So I thought that's just how it came. But it comes narrower too. So I discovered that and I got this narrow stuff. So it's kind of like making your own washi in a way, but washi, you can pull it up and move it around. What's Laura saying? Good morning, way more than we were. Oh, yeah. Laura, you called yesterday and picked up Christmas. All right. So we woke up to 5.5. Our caroling was canceled for today. Oh, well, I'm sorry your thing was canceled, but we're glad to have you here. Connie said they just got a dusting. Candy has about 4 inches. I didn't measure, but we probably have at least 4. And it looks like it's finally stopped here. It's so white. And it's real clingy. It's heavy. It's a heavy snow. And you know what? I'm glad my husband can't use a snowblower because it's easier in some ways than shoveling, but it's still not an easy job. And when it's heavy like that, it's he's not young either. I'm just so afraid he's gonna have a heart attack doing that stuff. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. All right, so this is going to go here. I'm going to overlap a little bit. I'm trying to cover this white space here, and that's going to go there. See, now I just put that back. I have more to cut. Oh, I have to stop chatting while I'm working. All right, so let's see, where do I want to do? Maybe I'll do this one back a little further. Now, of course, I can add other things, which I think was my plan when I made these on top of these little strips. But I had purchased from Pearl quite some time ago what she called, I believe, a charm pack, they were just little squares like this. In fact, where did I just had them in my hand. I moved them to get to my markers. Here they are. And they were kind of more seasonal. So like they're this big. So let's see. I can see the roller under here. 5x5. And there's a whole big stack of them. And all the fabrics, see, because here it is in green, then it's in white. And this one, a whole big stack of them. I think there must have been 40 some pieces of fabric. So then I just cut them and I cut them. Actually, I didn't cut them. What I did was I put the carpet tape down and then trimmed, so where I was just cutting the fabric to make these little strips. Now, I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but that's what I was doing. That's why I had all these little strips. Now, let's see if I can. Okay, so maybe I want this guy first. Now, this stuff is super, super sticky. Once you get it down, it is not coming up. I want to move this out of the way so I don't accidentally glue this page to that page. Oh, look, my glue didn't stick there. Gotta fix that. Gotta fix that. All right, so I want to go like that. Got a little bit of an overhang on there. I'm going to sneak a little glue under there. Okay. Now, that's that. What did I do with the other? Oh, over here. Okay. So I introduced my granddaughter to pet stickers. I don't think she was overly impressed. And then she was trying to get them apart, and I said, "Well, you can try, but if you can't get this sticker off the backing, I have a trick we can use." So she was trying and trying. I said, "Okay, let's try the trick." So we did. Well, she was impressed by that. She was like, "Wow, that's great." All right, so I'm going to put this here. Now, when Jacqueline works on her pages like this, she's like done in like moments. And this has now been a few days, I'm still fussing and working on it. All right, this is a pocket. So you can see right here, I've got another white space, which I'm not thrilled about. So I think this is going to go right there. There's Carol. Hi, Carol. Carol, are you getting snow? Oh, Connie, that would have been just hysterical to have a picture of him with his jammies on inside out. Trying to stay right a little bit away from that fold line, so I don't have trouble folding my page. Because, of course, these have to be all stitched in. Now, see, I have a little bit of overhang there. I'm going to use my Timmy scissors. These are pretty beat up, so. Got it. All right, so now until I go back and work more in this, I think I'm going to say this folio is done. Now I've got this other one started. So I'm going to move that one off to the side. And this is another strip of the carpet tape. Yeah, I can't really do a no bra day. It's just not wise. Now this maybe I wanna trim that. Maybe I wanna give this a little bit of a shape. So I'm just gonna trim that off. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, I like that a little better. A little better. A little better. Now to get it on. I don't do too well with this kind of thing. I'm terrible with getting washi tape down correctly. Okay. So I did pull that up a little bit. Thanks, Laura. I'm really not crazy about this set, truth be told. I think they look better in the package than on my fingers, but thank you. I appreciate that. I've got my next set ready to go. I'm looking forward to putting these on. What do you see, these babies? Whoa. So when these come off, those red ones are going on. All right, so I don't know now. Of course, these pages, I don't think I'm going to use this as a center of my signature. But I don't think I was going to put the same kind of a pocket on this here. Oh, this is different. I guess I could do that. That doesn't look bad, does it? I think I would want this torn though. I'm thinking, I hate to rush the seasons, but when it comes to like this stuff, like, I'm not going to keep all these things for myself because I can't use as many journals. I don't really journal. I art journal, but I don't really journal. So I always start too late for Christmas, but I just love doing Christmas. Now this looks like, oh yeah, look, oh, this is old timey stuff. See when that fabric just tears like that? That's old stuff. Oh, I love that. Love it. I'm going to just put that. See, I've got a little bit of a gap there, and I've got this white down the bottom, which really drives me crazy. Maybe I'll double up. I should really try, writing stuff in a journal, but I come to my desk in the morning. Sometimes Ron and I will tease. I'll say, okay, I'm going to work now, but that's kind of how I see it. It doesn't feel like work because I enjoy what I'm doing, but I'm out here and I stay out here till it's time to go home, dinner time. Let mean, I'm up and down and stuff and in and out of the house, but for the most part, I stay put and just try to get some of these projects I've started done. It's all self-imposed stuff, and I enjoy it so much, but all right, this is really thin, but I like it. I'm just going to put that on there. Now, the piece that I was thinking about putting down to decorate this front of this pocket, it's not really Christmassy, which may be okay. See, now that's going to be plain too. And I don't know, I haven't been inking that much. I did gold there. Maybe I'll do gold again. Didn't really show up that much, but I just dropped that sharp tube on my top of my foot. Maybe I'll try. I'll try a little bit of this instead of the gold. But when you do stuff like this, you can do whatever. It's like eclectic kind of, you know? Mix a little bit of Victorian Christmas, vintage Christmas with everyday stuff. Man, I think that cut my ankle. Alrighty. That looks okay. That looks okay. What'd Candy say? So this young gal that was in my chat, well, I say young because she's a lot younger than me. She's like this age of my kids. Well, she's a little older, but not much. Jenny, she was in chat with us last Thursday. And her and her husband brought some leftovers from a church party thing. And then they sat and visited with us for a couple hours, which was so nice. It was just such a lovely afternoon. And so I got out a couple of my journals and things to show her, because this is all new to her. She was into beads, and I don't think the kind of beads that Kellyanne does. But anyway, this is not working anymore because I moved a couple of things. But she wants to get her space. God bless her. We're all the same. She wants to get straightened up. So then I think she can move into a different avenue of art. But so she was asking me, actually, the one question she had from the stream was, what kind of glue was this? So Jenny, if you tune into this, there it is. But there's different names here. You want the glue by this Beacon Company. They've got several versions. And I know, right, Laura? So I asked her if she knew about jelly printing. No. Die cutting. No. I'm like, oh my dear. So what did she ask me? I forget now. I forget where I was going with the story. Oh, it's so sad. All right. Anywho, it'll come back to me, I'm sure, at some point. Oh, I know what she was saying when she was looking through some of my journals. She was saying, well, I hope whoever might end up with this journal would not write in it. And I'm like, they're so much cuter when you write in them and do stuff with them. All right, I think I'm just going to go with this because I kind of like it. So this I'm going to trim. So now her husband's job, she travels quite a bit. Um, so he'll be away a couple of days, I think, this month. And then he's some kind of tech guy. And then he works with, I think, sports events and reworks the video somehow. And so he's like a technical, he's technical kind of a guy with having trouble over there. So he's doing the Olympics. So he's going to be away, I think, for several weeks in January, beginning of January. So she's a stay-at-home mom, but her youngest is now 19. So she may have some time to visit. So we'll see how that plays out. So there we go. There's Brenda. I found that I am a builder. I love the process of building. Yes, Brenda, me too. So most of mine hardly have. Yes, yes, yes. And then Laura says, you know what though, Brenda? The building, the decorating, that's all creative. Just like writing, it's just your, yeah, yeah. And I think if I liked the way my handwriting looked, I would see now I just cut that a little too short. See now that's annoying that is so annoying to me. I'm gonna have to put a little lace there. I'm not gonna put a bird on it though, Cal. Cal, I know you're not feeling good. I don't expect you to respond because she's just not feeling well. This needs some glue. I saw a lady do this. She just took some clear cellophane tape and just stuck it on a book page and then ripped it back up. I mean, brilliant. Good for you, Brenda. I'm not there, but good for you. I'm not ready to do. I'm sorry. Sometimes if people replay and watch the video, they may not read the chat, but I have to just say that Laura said she's doing the same thing with her hips and her thighs. She's just embracing them. Oh gosh, I love you girls. Okay, so I'm going to end up putting some kind of a little charm on there. So these were pages that I had started and were really kind of in process. All right, so this is now these probably in all likelihood. See, can you see that white edge? Not liking that. I'll ink that. But this is how this is going to work for the most part. These, this is what the book is basically going to look like. Probably not in that order, but I've got others here. Let's just see. See now, this I double-sided. Look, there's a nice Santa Claus there. But see, I want something that's going to cover that white strip and come down a little bit. Now, I think that could work, but I don't want it this bright. So we shall ink it. Now I could put this in. Oh, you know what? I think I will, because I have some sitting on my desk here somewhere. Not my desk. I moved it. Here it is. This is coffee and a mixture of coffee and avocado. So I put that in there like that. And then I need to find my paper. My paper towels are here somewhere. Now, Peggy gave me a great idea a long while ago about getting a paper holder that's metallic. Oh, I wonder if it would stick to this, which I did, and I put it on my cart, which is a brilliant idea. But my booty is so big, and my hips are so big, and my area is so small. I kept knocking the dag thing off. There's some of my birds. So I haven't been using it. So now my paper towel go missing all the time. Here's a paper towel. Small, but I think I can get it to work. So I just want to sop off a little bit of that moisture, and then I might try hitting it with my heat tool or my iron to like dry it out. Because, God forbid I should wait. Oh, I love when your printer works. Oh, that's sweet, Laura. All right, so I have my little iron here, but I don't know that I have anything in here that I could sit it on, so it doesn't. I don't melt my plastic, so maybe I'll just wait and let this dry naturally. But see, it doesn't. Now I could have put some color on that really with my vintage ink pad thing, but this looks much nicer. So that's going to go there. All right. Now I want something to come along here. That's maybe a little, not just a thin, narrow strip like a piece of fabric. I want something that be a little thicker. Now see, this one I printed one side, and it looks like something started printing here, and then my printer gave way, you know. Christine G, is that you? Your cousin's coming over even still? Yeah, Cal? All right, so I think I'm going to tear that. First, I'm going to rip this edge. Not rip. I'm going to cut this edge here. And my husband's talking on the phone, and now with my hearing aids, I can hear him really well. And oh gosh, just hit my mouse. It's asking me if I want to leave. Cancel. So I'm going to tear Laura, he's doing really, really well. Other than his foot really being painful at night when he sleeps, and that's because he's not. Yeah, see, this is going to be not quite. Oh, you know what? I could do it this way. Because he's not doing what he should. He should keep it elevated at night, but he has a hard time sleeping on his back. So I'm trying to convince him to put because he's got this like big wedged pillow that he can keep it up during the day. I'm trying to convince him to put that in between his legs at night. He can still sleep on his side, but his bad leg would, his not his bad leg, his surgery legs would be up. And but he has very little pain. We have our first follow-up Friday. It looks good. And this, of course, ended up mostly straight, but I didn't want to rip into that girl's head. So I'm just going to go that way, I think, with this. So they unbandaged it all and cleaned it up, wiped it down. There was a lot of, well, I won't say what there was a lot of, but the doctor said nothing unusual. It was all normal, looked all normal. He was very surprised at how little swelling there was. Yeah, so it's all he's been doing really great, and he uses his scooter. I mean, he's just scooting around like crazy. I mean, he did laundry. He doesn't want to sit around and be bored. I'm down with I'm down with sitting around and of course I'm not bored because I'm doing stuff. But so he's been doing some Sudoku. He reads and mostly watches TV. But yeah, he made mashed potatoes the other night. Yeah, he's just annoying, He's one of those kind of people. Can't sit still. But really, it's been good so far. Now it's gonna wear thin because it's got to be 12 weeks of him not being able to put any weight on it. But he even gets that scooter out into the garage. I know, isn't this a pretty image? Yeah, I like it a lot. All right, so this, I don't really want glue up past that point, but give myself a little mark where I want to cut it. Yeah, so we knew our daughter was coming over. She called in the morning and she said, if you aren't, involved with anything, we'll come over and see what we can do to help you. And I said, okay. And I thought, oh, she can do my laundry, Next thing I know, the washing machine's going. I said, what are you doing? He said, well, I started a load to wash. I said, well, the girls are coming. He's like, oh, I just got it started. I said, well, you know what? I think you're just showing off at this point. I think he just wants to prove to himself that, he's not going to be. And he can still get down and look for the dog's toys. I mean, because he's bendy. He's bendy. Yeah, so he's really doing great. He really is. So I appreciate all your good thoughts and prayers. It's just really wonderful. Yeah, this is really a nice digital set. Look, I got some blue there. Now I'm going to bring, of course, this is going to come right across the top. I'm going to bring that right across the top of that. And I didn't slide this. Oh, see, I messed up down there. I was talking and pushing it, and I pushed it right off the. It's all right. We'll put something else on top of it. We'll find something. Maybe a nice Nice little word, maybe a word. Any of these ever use this stuff? Like, is that a pain to glue down this stuff? What do they call this? Punch something? Looks like this should be. There it is. It's folded. Yeah. I guess this would be hard to. I like that idea, but I don't like it in that spot. I like it on this side, but I don't like it on that other side. All right, so now what else have I got sitting around here? I've used quite a bit of this. This is from some other winter paper. Punchinella, yes, Terry, yes. I bought one little piece of it, but I've never used it. Because after I love the way it looks, but after I got it, I thought, how am I going to glue that? I guess you just put little dots of glue here, there, and everywhere. See, I could put it through my Xyron thing that makes a sticker, but then you have the glue all through those little holes, and that's a pain in the butt. Yeah. Oh, really, Terry? Oh, that's a pretty cool idea. Not loving that either. I could use that down there. I think I want something bigger in this corner. This could be a pocket, really. Now, Naz also uses old or vintage greeting cards. She'll use that as a pocket or really even as a page, which I haven't dug through my old cards yet. So that's definitely a good idea. Now, I don't know that I like the stark white on this with that, but let's just see what else I got here. Kind of cute. Let's tear this. Can you guys hear my husband talking? Because if you can, I'll get up and close the door. Oh, you do that too, Laura? All right, cool. I'm not tearing this so good. I should have used my ruler. I tore the wrong side on that. I'll save that for another spot. I have some one-sided things here, I think. Yes, look at that. She might look good right there. Because see, that fold is right there. Oh, maybe not, because that kid's right there. Maybe that deer. Oh. Let's try that. Let's try that. Oh, you can, Penny? Oh, I don't think I needed to know that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't even. I guess it comes in different colors because it's just they get it from like punching out like confetti and stuff, right? Is that what it is? It's the left behind from punching out confetti. Is there different shapes, Peggy? Peggy is, or is it all? Um, is it all just circles? Oh, and patterns. You answered me before I even asked. Oh man, that's cool. I like that. Seeing that his antlers are gonna challenge me. And this he only has partial legs. All right, let's see what I want to do with that. Maybe I'll just I guess I can leave the background on around his antlers. I don't know. Oh, you do, Christine? You know, I have a Timmy die that now that you say that is kind of similar, but I never connected the two. I might have to look at that. This is one of the great parts of streaming for me. Everybody's ideas. Oh, Brenda. I didn't realize you were a teacher. But, you know, I'm thinking about, I like to have those, this I'm saving. I like to have those antlers pop a little bit. Let's try something. I've got, oh, I like that little tablet too. You know what? I'm thinking maybe I'll print this. Maybe I'll wonder if I printed this twice and I could cut that out and make it like a little flip up thing. All right, let's see here. I just saw my a Stabilo pencil. I think it's little. Here it is. So this is what I'm going to try. Okay, he's driving me crazy with his voice. I gotta go shut that door. Hold on. I just gotta shut the door. He thinks I'm the only deaf person in this house, but I think he needs to hear notes too. Gosh, it's so pretty out. Now it seems so bright. The sun's not out or anything. It just looks like snow blind. Snow blind. All right, I've seen other people do this. Oh, he is, Jacqueline. Oh, wonderful. I was just thinking, oh, I wonder if he's on his way. Oh, wonderful. That's great news. Oh, thanks, Peggy, for that link. All right. All right, so I'm just seeing how this looks. Seeing if I can make these antlers pop a little bit. Now, I'm not generally very good at this part, but we're gonna see how it works. I don't have any water right here, so I'm gonna I need a little bit of moisture to try to move that a little bit. I might need more. I don't think this is making much difference. Wait a minute. What? Let me here's some water. Let's get a little of this. I don't think that's really making too much of a difference. Okay, plan B. Plan B. Oh, that's the P, Lori. My lids are popping off my markers. That's not good. My plate. All right, so let me look for ground espresso. Now, of course, this is too fat to do. So I'm going to try it this way. Oh, I know. Let's do it this way. I'll make a little. I should have grabbed the paper towel while I was up. Oh, yeah. That looks nice. To bleed that edge a little bit more. You don't have to do all this crazy stuff, right? Laura. Yes, Peggy is a good enabler. Well, you just don't know these things. You don't know. Somebody's got to teach you. I'll be having a look as soon as I'm done here. Tell the shop owner Peggy sent me. All right, what do you think, girls? I think that's better. I was getting rid of all my distress crayons until I saw Laura use them, and then I started buying more. Yeah, I like this much better than the Stabilo. Of course, I'm probably not doing the Stabilo correctly, but I think it's supposed to just go with, you know, just wet it. I'm twirling him around so I can get this side good. I could also put some Winca Stella. Yeah, I sent some. Have you had a chance to use some, Kel? I wasn't sure if you had any. Oh, good. Oh, good, Kel. Yeah, see, my memory wasn't so great, and I thought, I'm not sure she has too many or has them at all. I could remember. I don't know if I don't think I'll do his underbelly. I don't know that I need that done. Um, let's see, I should have just gotten a paper towel. I didn't do it. Didn't do it, girls. Let's cap this up. Put that back. Put this back over here. Maybe I'll chop his legs off because I don't really want to hide the bird. I could really have him just do that whole corner. That looks okay. So what I'm going to do is flip this over and make a mark. So I can cut it and then I can just put it on that corner. Okay. I wonder how it would look if I did that on the white. I wonder if that would I could always cover it up if I don't like it, right? Let's see what that looks like. Because this is so dark. Let's try it. Of course, now I put the water away. It's all right. Let's use this. There we go. I could use a bigger brush. You could use a bigger brush, Laura. That's a good idea. And thanks for suggesting that. Oh, yeah. That would be so. This is so much easier than cutting and pasting stuff. Hello. There we go. Look at that, huh? Finally, a bright idea. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, baby. Cool. Maybe I'll cut this out and then it will be the same as... I keep moving stuff over here and my extra pages keep falling on. See, this, I'm just such a messy worker. All right, I'm taking that out from under his belly. And then I have the original. See, I can bring him down like this. So now I can see where I need more of the espresso. Okay, Brenda, good to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. All right. It's so funny, even though I have the sound pulled down, because my hearing aids are synced to my phone, which is wonderful because now when someone calls me, I can hear them. I also hear noises. Even though the sound's down on my phone, I hear noises of other things that, if somebody sends a message, I can hear the little clink clink in my ears. The other good thing is if I want to play my game, I don't have to turn my sound down. I do like them, Peggy. I didn't think I was going to, but I didn't really understand. I thought they would be more like an earbud, and I can't stand anything like that in my ear. But they are just a little wire with this little nib on the end of it, and it just slips into the top of my ear, and the other part just sits in that little crook of your ear where your ear attaches to your head. Because she said, I think I told you this, I have a really small ear canal. So I've never been able to really wear earbuds comfortably. And she said for the first... See, my mother wouldn't... I said to my husband yesterday, I wish I could ask Mom why she didn't wear hers. And maybe they were a different design. I don't know. I have made no adjustments other than what the gal made when I picked them up. I've not been in a situation like I have an app on my phone where I can make adjustments, but I haven't had to do that because we've just been home, basically. But yeah, my husband didn't think I would wear them either, but they're comfortable, which I did not think they would be, especially for me with my funny ears and my small canals, which I didn't realize they were small. I said, of all things to be small. Yeah, I got your small ear canals here. But she said after 2 weeks, if I wear them at least 6 to 8 hours a day, she said I'll really notice a difference. Well, I noticed a difference right off the bat. I mean, I'm hearing stuff like we've lived here 11 years. I'm hearing stuff I never heard here. I mean, something happens and I'll say to my husband, what was that noise? My granddaughter picked up her drink and kind of drug it across the top of the coffee table. I'm like, what was that noise? And they were all laughing because I never heard stuff like that before. Hi, Patty. Nice to see you. Yeah, so far it's been great. Now, I think she'll make other adjustments when I go. I have to go in 2 weeks, which is now like another week. But yeah, so there's still stuff to learn. Thanks. This is a digital by PrintscapeJourneys an Etsy shop. And this is a Victorian Christmas, I think, or vintage Christmas, something like that. And yeah, so I'm using this to make pages for a Christmas journal. And I'm just trying to really hide my white edge because my printer, although it's been doing great, refuses to bleed to the edge. So I'm going to take this around here. I'm going to do this all the way across the bottom. And I might just do this on most of the pages now because I'm really liking how this looks. I gotta move this stuff. Why am I fussing? See, because if I move it, then I don't remember where I move it, and then I can't find it when I need it. So there's that. But these little bits might look good glued on somewhere. So I'm just going to continue like this. I haven't even looked at my time. Oh, it's 12. I should probably get going here. All right, well, maybe I'll just skedaddle. Oh, I'm going to put that lace up here, but that's all right. I'm going to continue and just do this. So I probably am going to work on this a little bit more. There's a football game I want to watch. So I probably will take a break for that. Don't know where oh, there, it's right on the. So yeah, so this will be it from me for today, my dear lovely buddies. And Laura, I'll try to catch you too. I'm listening to the game. Put you on because I can have you in my ear. Yeah. All right. So today is Sunday. So I will plan to be on Tuesday evening if things continue as they have been with the hugs. He's doing really good. Now, see, that's not covering. I guess I didn't get enough. Here, let's get. I need a little something else in there. So the interesting thing will be going to these doctor appointments by myself now because there's no need for hubs to go out with me, you know. But I'm directionally challenged, even with the GPS. Tuesday nights at 8:30 Eastern, which I know you're Eastern, but just for others who may not be. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I have a little ridge there, so I'm not getting that color in that little ridge. See if that works. But it's really dark now. All right, so I didn't get a whole lot accomplished. I did do a page in my zine, which I think turned out real cute. And then I showed you my haul from Martha. I should put her name in my description box. I should go back and do that. I'm going to try to remember to do that. Gosh, my head is like a sieve. You know, I get away from my desk and I forget everything. And if I write a note to remind myself, I lose the note in the rubble. I mean, it's just the honest truth of it. Let's see. So here's my little zine. This is our winter. This is our scenery out back. So I did this with my little printer, and then I did my little Christmas light stamps and colored them in. So we did that. I showed you my haul. And then I started to work on these pages for this Christmas bloom journal that I'm working on. So I've got a lot to do. So these are the other pages. I might come back into these and add some of this dark espresso because I'm liking that. So then they kind of will all work together, you know. See, like if I put a little bit on the, oh, see, look, I got some white here. See, I forgot about that. So if I do that, then they'll all have a little bit in common and kind of work together. I'm going to blend it out though. You don't have to use a brush. You could use a wet finger, really, you know, or a baby wipe. That would work too. I'll do a little bit up there. So just a little bit hit or miss. But these pages should be nice. But see, this gets really thick and chunky, which is, you know, okay with me. Now, I don't know that this is going to be a super huge journal, which it doesn't have to. I haven't thought about, well, that's not, I haven't really thought about the cover. I think I might have a Christmas hanky that I could really use for a cover. And then some, thanks, Peggy. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, so that's the deal here. I do like this. I didn't like it on the other side, but maybe if I flipped it, oh, I could cover the other side, couldn't I? I kind of like that on there too. It looks like you guys have such a glare. Add a little bling on there. Anyway, all right. So I'm dawdling. So take care. If you have a lot of snow and weather, ice, please be careful if you need to go out. And just go out if you absolutely have to. You know, maybe stay put. A lot of us are, you know, not as young as we were. And that's why I think my sister did end up canceling Cookie Day. She was on the fence. But, you know, I'm not stable on my feet anymore, you know? So stay put if you can. Stay safe and warm. Kellyanne, don't do too much. Nap, take care. And Brenda was here. So I think she's feeling pretty good. She's healing, it seems like. So all that good stuff. So yeah. So I'll see you next time, hopefully Tuesday evening. If you're around, pop in and say hi. Love to see you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm. Don't forget, take time to be creative. Enjoy the journey. And until next time, dear ones, bye-bye for now.